No cap, I basically re-recorded part 2 with Midoriya Zetsu DNA, and I had to delete that recording because I already made a part 2. So this is actually the part 3. Yeah. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back. This is What If Midoriya Had Zetsu DNA part 3. Well, Zetsu DNA Cells part 3. And yes, I find this is maybe the end, or depending on if I do what I do with the story, this may be the end or not the end, but you know, that's just how it's gonna go. Now, anyways, let's get into the story. Last time where we left off, we had not Naruto. We had Deku getting scolded for killing the Nomu, though they were going to imprison him because he did kill a Nomu, even though he doesn't have a hero license, but it was for the protection of the class. So they basically let him off the hook this time. But sooner or later, the media has found out. There is a mixed feeling between the media if he should be imprisoned or basically grace him, give him some grace still. Though it's more of the political side of people that think he should get in prison. He's basically breaking the law. He's vigilante type B, you know. There's other side like, bro, he's just saving his class. He's a student. Like, bro, it's called the self-defense. You know what I mean? Like, there's a mix between the media and all that. Also, sorry that my nose is stuffed, so my voice is kind of different right now, you know what I mean? Anyways, so now it's the UA sports exams. Wow, that's bonkers. Oh my gosh. So, basically, as I always come to the classroom and say, alright, today is the exams. Not your ordinary exams, the UA Sports Festival. Well, it's technically not exams, but you get the point. Basically testing your skill. From this, you'll be scouted out by pro hero agencies. These agencies will later help you in the future when you become a hero. So, just do your best. The better you do, the more agencies will try to get you in. So I suggest you do this before, even if you get a lot of people will turn to you into the agency. I suggest that you really do some background checks and make sure whatever you're going with is, well, you're sure enough that you can get a good trade-off or whatever. So anyways, get your stuff on and let's go outside, as well people are waiting, I guess. Anyways, so people would go, well, see that are participating would go outside, of course. Now forgive me, sometimes I feel like I'm missing a part in this part, but overall I feel like I'm doing it how it's supposed to. Anyways, they would then go outside and this will be the race. I feel the race definitely goes first. Yeah, it always comes first. The race. I'm not gonna sing. Anyways, it would basically go like normal before they tell everybody to start going. And Todoroki, when they say go, Todoroki tries to freeze everybody in place. But Deku already knew that was gonna happen. So basically, big tendrils of ice, big tendrils of vines would appear from the ground, breaking the ice. As Deku basically is easily slipping through the ground at high speeds at that, slipping through the ground, reaching over. Now this is the part where at the tightrope crossing thing, yeah, that part. For that part, Deku is basically gonna leap over it, or however you imagine, he can leap over it, or he can just use his vines and surf on it, going back into the ground and surfing away. As for the minefield, Deku, he would basically he would turn the minefield into his own set of games. He would use the vines to find every single mine on the minefield, and then the tendrils of vines would appear out the floor, making a whole new obstacle for everybody to get past. Now, usually whenever someone breaks Deku's vines, the vines re-go, but they re-go like basically stronger. If I haven't explained how you train that in the other video, but I delete that one because that was actually part 2. This is part 3. That was part 3. Anyways. Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry. Anyways. Now, bogus vintage. What? Anyways. Now, they will have to try to get through this minefield projectile throwing vines. And they're getting in people's way, so this is even more harder. Deku would just keep surfing to the floor, and he would get there, making it in time. Now for the robots, he wouldn't really interfere with that because they wouldn't really sense him as he's underground. Also, sorry if you hear like something moving. It's because these are in my ear and these like AirPod things, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I said, we may come down to using this because our old friend, yes, the old microphone, he has officially gone. He won't be back. Sad time. Anyways, so now, basically, Deku would win. I hate how I was not recording. And you know what happened just now? Alright, so I recorded, right? But the auto corrupted and I lost it, okay? But then, then I was actually gonna start recording again. But I forgot to press the record button. That is so annoying. Oh my gosh, this is the second time, no. Third or second, I'm not sure if it's from first, second. This is the third time I have to redo this part. The third time. Anyways, I want to be better. I'm gonna rush this kind of because I'm kind of mad right now. Anyways, so as I will basically went to the class like Hero Agencies, the UA Sports Festival. All right, so this is festival, right? If you do hard, if you try hard, then Hero Agencies will scout you out. It's to help you in your hero career and when you get older and when you become a hero. Of course, when you become, in parentheses, when you become a hero, this will help you out in the future for basically like stuff like that. Anyways, money or whatever, you know what I mean? Alright? So now, they'll scout you out. The more scouts you get, the more high likely chances to get into a really good agency. I request that you do some background checks and don't just take my word for it for joining an agency. I believe that it's up to you to choose what agency you want to join, and it's not me because I am not your parental figure. And this doesn't even count on your parental figure. Actually, it's your decision to what you're gonna join and probably stay with in the future. Well, definitely actually guys stay in the future, but that doesn't matter right now. Anyways, pack your stuff and we're going outside. There. Now I have to redo the fight scene. This is gonna be good. Oh my gosh. Anyways, well, to start, they would say go for everybody to start running to the finish line for the race. Todoroki, he would basically freeze. He would actually freeze the ground and use his fire for a bit. He would use his fire to actually boost himself into the air, and then he would stop using it. Then start using his ice as a trail, like surfing. Deku would have none of this, so he busts up the vines, breaking the ice for everybody himself, and would start speed blitzing under the ground, going fast. Like I'm telling you, fast, bro. Like he basically crushed himself to the Mangekyou level, and he's just speeding to the ground. He basically jumped off the ground and started surfing on his own vines for the tightrope part, and he actually just cut off Todoroki's ice pack, made him fall down to the ground where the minefields are, and boom, Todoroki just back landed on a mine. But good thing he used some ice on his back before he fell, kind of softening but not really softening the fall. So from there, Deku would easily just boom slap Todoroki with the vine, launching him back out of the field. Well, out of the field, you already know. Well, Bakugou is pretty mad right now because Todoroki and Deku, they seem like they're rivals, and now he's not a rival with he's not his rival no more. It's kind of mad, like, bro, has he really surpassed being that Todoroki kid? And then Deku, he would win. Todoroki second place, yada yada, boom, 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 bam, bada boom, pow. So now it's basically time for the team battles. So, oh no, because I had to re-record that part doesn't mean that I forgot his name doesn't get the power buff I gave him. I can always just add it here though. Anyways, so for the cousin Deku has the 1 million or the 10 million, I forgot. The headband thing, whatever. Deku for recruiting, he would actually get Uraraka. Dang it, I just thought of his. I had his name in my head earlier, but I'm gonna give him this power boost because I feel like it's necessary for him, and he should definitely have it. This will be a good power boost for him, no cap. Anyways, I remember the name, and it's Kirishima. Anyways, let me give you guys some context. And alright, so in the video that I recorded but deleted, that was part 2. Even though I already had part 2 posted, I basically made it where Kirishima, he had a lightning cloak similar to the Raikage in Naruto. Using his electricity, he was able to cover himself in like a lightning cloak during the USJ arc. But that's how it is, and I'll be giving him this power buff I gave him on this series, well, part 3 of course too, because Kirishima he needed the character, he needed it definitely 100%. Anyways, alright, so here's the team for Deku. Basically the team Deku would be rocking, he would have Kirishima, me, Hatsume like in canon. Hold on, sorry, the doorbell rang. Anyways, the team would be Kirishima, Hatsume, a temper. Nah, we need the powerhouse of the classes to have their own team. We would have Mineta, and no, fine, no. It'll be a 3-man. No, it'll be like it's a 4-man team. Never mind. Hatsume, Kirishima, Uraraka, and Deku. That's the whole team. So now let's get started. Oh my gosh. Deku, he would basically be key. Kinda, well, no, because I see Kirishima. You wanna know why he's there? Because the power boost that I told you about. Man got a lightning cloak in this boy, bro. Here you know. Now, basically, anybody's able to steal anybody's headband. The more headbands you steal, the more points you gather. You already know. Let's say you can basically take all the headbands. Like, it depends. Doesn't matter. It's all up to you. Even though they have their headband, they'll watch the battlefield first and then decide to attack. Todoroki and Bakugou will do their own thing, Bakugou would then actually rush over at Deku's team with I almost said Monoma. It's Momo throwing like a spear type beat, making spears and then throwing it at them, trying to box them in so they couldn't really escape. But this is where Kirishima can come in, and Uraraka would then activate her float abilities with everybody basically on Kirishima, with of course Deku's help. With everybody on Kirishima would then activate this lightning cloak of his. His eyes would just go completely gold as a gold aura covers up Kirishima. Bakugou would be surprised at this. What the heck? Kirishima has a transformation? Kirishima. Whoa, some of us is different, but I'm not really sure. I don't really know. Anyways, Kirishima were basically getting blitzed by Bakugou's team, kicking one of the members, causing him to almost fall. Almost fall. From there, kicking one of his members, and basically rushing over in like a taijutsu type beat stance. Well, no, he's basically flying over with a flying kick over the Todoroki, kicking the man in the head with almost Uraraka falling off. But when they stopped, Uraraka would basically vomit. Now Todoroki can't have none of this, so because he would make his team rush over to Deku, trying to steal that headband. But so, and so, basically, some sort of iron shield or something would disappear, to blocking them from their path. Dang it, I don't really. The problem with me remembering characters is that sometimes I don't remember their quirks. I think I remember her quirk somewhat, but I totally forgot. So I'm not really trying to incorporate her into the story. But anyways, I'll just change it up. Basically, Deku, he would use one of his vines and basically slap Todoroki's team over, bro. It's not even funny too. He would basically slap them like, and so, because they got the 10 million headband, they decided not to go for points because that would be basically making unfair of anybody else. Let's just speed this along and end the fight from there. Now it's time for the fights. Of course, I'm making Deku go first. Now, who would I make Deku fight? It's pretty obvious. We have to do it. Now, Midnight would call on. Sorry if I butchered the name really hard. Shinoza, whatever how you pronounce it, or Abra. It's Abra, yeah. Abra is like her first name. But in Japanese, you say the last name for greeting people. But you say the first name just for casual friends. For someone new, you say the last name. But you get the point, alright? Now, anyway, well, no ways. That's weird. Wait, let me stop. Anyways, now, basically, her and then Deku. This is a fight to remember. And a good one indeed, as they both have some sort of AoE controlling type power. But Deku's more efficient. He's able to use his power more. His power is more versatile, I think that's the word. I can't really pronounce it correctly. Or think of it correctly. Anyways, now, of course, they would go into the stage. She would basically kind of think that from what the information that I've gotten on him, his quirk is very versatile, and I'm not sure why, but it's only a slim nut. It's just a slim chance I'll even able to beat him. Who knows? Who knows? But I will have to try hard on this to beat him at any cost. I know that he has intangibility or some sort, so this will be a difficult fight. Alright then, thank you. Well, I was about to say a character name, but I don't really know Class 1B's characters that well. So, yeah. Let's say something random, right? So Deku would walk up and be like, we have some sort of similar quirks, but mine is more versatile and certain events, and I use it in more ways. But that doesn't matter. Alright then, let's do this. Showtime! I was gonna do something like that again, ready to rumble type beat, you know what I mean? It's good about the fight's about to occur. But so Midnight would basically start the fight. From there, she would instantly use her quirk, trying to scatter around the arena just so she can have any opening shot. And from there, Deku like, oh ho ho. I see. You think you're slick though? Aha! Bro, what are you doing that? What are you doing that for? You trying to intimidate me? The heck? Yeah. Alright then. She would launch one of these hair, whenever, it's technically vines, but they come out of her hair. So basically, she would use the vine, these tendrils, the tendrils on the ground, and then shoot them at Deku. in like a spear-shaped form, but Deku would counteract this using his own vines. From there, he would send multiple vines, the crash course to her, but she would then lift up a vine-like shield, blocking the attack. Deku would be interested in this. Oh, interesting. Something made of your hair, I see. Alright then. I guess I should turn up the notch. She would then try to send another attack to Deku, something similar to his, but Deku would just go into the floor, appear on the floor right behind her, right in front of her from behind her shield, punch her in the face punching her in the face with a vine-infused arm, sending her flying. He would then use his vines, grabbing her by before it even flies out the arena. From there, he would throw her up into the air, and sending a crash course of bloody vines towards her, hurling at her. And this would be game over for her, of course. So a crash course to flying over to her. From there, she would be falling to the ground, thinking that this is really gonna hurt. Before she even falls to the ground, she'll get basically grabbed by one of the vines and brought down to safety. And so she would be carried out by Deku to basically where she can rest up, as that was kind of an intense fight, not really, but he liked it, alright? He kind of liked the fight. And now I'm thinking about shipping them. Why am I thinking about shipping them now? Oh well, it doesn't matter at all. Anyways, so now Deku, he would basically every fight would go normal, alright? So I guess it's time for the last fight. No, fights would go different. I don't really care. I'm not changing any of them because that's just a waste. We're here for the main character, of course. Anyways, now this will be a fight against the bakugou and Deku. This is a fight to end all arguments, to see if Bakugou is still on. Well, basically, if Bakugou is still his rival or whatever. So, Bakugou, I see you trying to fight me again? Shut it, you damn nerd. I see you with Todoroki. You are not trying to surpass me. You are still in my league. He doesn't even use his fire cyber's quirk. It's useless. You shouldn't try to use it. Why won't you use your full potential? That's so dumb. Anyways, me, right now. This is the only fight I can get. If I don't win, then I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I'll take you down and prove to you that I'm superior. More superior than you, Deku. Alright then, come at me with your full power, Bakugou. And the fight would commence. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm posting on vacations, never miss a video from me. I sound like your average YouTuber for some reason. But like and subscribe, please basically share my content, you know what I mean? And yeah, see y'all later. Peace.